I'm Guillaume Roux, working at Pôle SCS, so Secured Communicating Solution Cluster in south of France, and I'm the coordinator of the IoT for Industry project, which is a cascade funding project. I will just present you briefly who we are, SCS. So SCS is a pôle de compétitivité, so a French cluster, ICT focused. We are based in the south of France. I'm personally based in Sophia Antipolis, and this is why I could not come today because we're quite far from Paris. And we have an office in Aix-en-Provence, in Rousset, close to Aix-en-Provence. We have 300 members in the field of microelectronics, telecommunication, and software. And in particular, we tackle contactless technologies, IoT, big data, digital security, and artificial intelligence. And our markets are the ones you see in the bottom of the slide. So high growth markets, and in particular, we are very focused on the industry 4.0 markets. And this is why we are coordinator of this IoT for Industry project, which is a cascade funding project from the InnoSup call. So InnoSup is a cascade funding Horizon 2020 scheme in which clusters are involved and managing some grants. So in our case, we have 4.8 million for the whole project, and we are managing a 3.7 envelope, 3.7 fund to disseminate to SMEs. Only SMEs. You will see that in the call scheme, only SMEs are eligible to the funding, but other type of companies can and researchers can participate in the calls that we are launching. The objective of our project is first to raise the awareness of the IoT opportunities for the industry, meaning saying to the industrial company that there are opportunities to improve their production processes thanks to the IoT. And therefore we help industries and in particular SMEs to modernize their production. We will seek also to develop and deploy innovative products in the industry 4.0 field. We will be quite selective in terms of projects, going only to the really innovative products. And of course, we accelerate the access to the market for solution providers, so helping our IoT SMEs to reach customers, industrial customers. And finally, we will try to build a sustainable networks of clusters. And I will show you the partnership afterwards. So the concept is quite easy and straightforward. We would like to integrate to integrate IoT components, and IoT, I will explain what we mean by IoT later on. But we want to integrate IoT technologies into machines, robots, manufacturing tools that will go afterwards in factories to make these factories more efficient. Or we can also integrate IoT directly into factories environment, factory processes, softwares managing factories, and so on. So what we want to achieve is to modernize European factories, and you see in this slide that what is the factory of the future, and it's a factory which is more connected to its customer and to its suppliers, in which all the assets are connected with sensors and data, and in which the operators are augmented thanks to virtual reality and thanks to wearable devices, for instance. On the left, you see some key topics that we tackle, that we are looking at in the framework of the smart factory. So predictive maintenance, supply chain, traceability, monitoring application, process analysis, and so on. So we are quite wide in the field of factory, as long as it remains in the field of production manufacturing. What is the IoT? And it's quite straightforward. You might know it because you are mainly IoT provider. So we are talking about sensors, communication technologies, security, cybersecurity, of course, artificial intelligence algorithm, analytics, data analytics. And we also consider some technologies which are not directly linked to IoT, but which are relevant for Industry 4.0, like automation and robotics and simulation and modeling. This is the partnership. So you see SCS in France. MESAP is an Italian cluster, industrial cluster in Turin. We have Mont Blanc Industrie, which is an industrial cluster in Rhône-Alpes, close to the Mont Blanc, and they have many companies in mechanics. There is Microtech Sud-Ouest, a German cluster on microtechnologies with mainly sensor companies. DSP Valley, which is also an ICT cluster in Belgium. Paul Mecatech in Belgium, but more on the industry side, and we have also a British partner, the Manufacturing Technology Center, which is a research center in manufacturing technologies. I will go fast on this one because this is the methodology of our project. What you have to remind is that we are launching a call for proposal that is following a call for expression of interest, which was launched in June, but which is now closed. And now we are focusing on the call for proposals. And I will show you what we are aiming at. So we are aiming at funding about between 30 and 60 projects. And we have about 3.7 million euros available, and we will divide this 3.7 million euros into a type of projects, which goes from 25 to 120K. I will show you in detail the amounts, which means about a success rate of 40%. So the scope of the call, what we are expecting is at least one SME in the call, one partner representing the IoT side, and one partner representing the manufacturing side or the end user. So the end user could be either a machine builder or a factory. This is very important. The fact that we are really counting on the fact that there will be a final user in each project and an IoT provider. Another very important element is that the project should be transnational. So we are waiting for projects showing at least one partner in France, Italy, UK, Belgium, or Germany, and another partner in any other country of Europe, of the European Union, and H2020 associated countries such as Turkey, Norway, Israel, or Switzerland, for instance. So it's quite wide in terms of countries, but there should be at least one partner in the countries of the consortium I just mentioned. And we are targeting all vertical sectors, from textile to chemicals to automotive. So any vertical sectors in the manufacturing field. This is the most important part. So the tools we propose, you can either go for a feasibility study with 25,000 maximum funding of 25,000 euros per SME and 50,000 per project. Prototyping, which is a little bit more advanced in the TRL level, and you can choose a prototyping voucher with 45,000 euros maximum and 90 per project. And if you want to go to the demonstration, you can get up to 60,000 euros per SME and maximum 120 per project. So the difference is that because we can have two SMEs in a project, an SME can get only maximum 60,000, but if we have a project with 2 SME, each SME can get 60,000, which means 120,000. And of course, you have to remind that only SMEs can be funded. Large companies and research centers can participate in funded projects, but with no funding. So they can be a subcontractor of an SME, or they can benefit from the result of the project with no funding. The timing. So now we are launching our first call. It is launched. It has been launched on the 20th of September, and it's open for 3 months, so until the 20th of December. The application is online. We are using the Fundingbox platform, so you will probably have other projects demonstrating showing this platform. It's a very common platform for Cascade funding. So if you want to prepare a proposal for the first call, you have to bear in mind this date, 20th of December. It's a 10-page proposal in English. It's quite easy to write, but still you have to find the right partnership and write the proposal. Eligibility condition, I will be fast. I already mentioned. So at least one SME from 2 different, not 1 region, meaning that you can make a project with another company in the same country, for instance in France, but it will be less. It will receive a lower score because we are looking for a transnational project, and what we are looking at is projects which are involving partners from different countries. Yeah, I mentioned the fact that 1 should be in France, Italy, Germany, Belgium, or UK. At least 1 should be an SME, otherwise there is no funding, of course. It's maximum 60,000 euros. Proposals cannot exceed the maximum amount. They are submitted on Fundingbox. They are written in English, and there is a financial viability check which is performed for each SME before signing the grant. Yeah, and I will go fast because I probably have no more time. This is the link, and if you have question, you can contact me. I can answer your question by telephone, and I can spend some time with you remotely, no problem. So have a nice day, and I hope I was clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guillaume.